Hey everybody, welcome to episode 121 of the Rise or Die podcast. I just got shit on by a bird. Yeah, you did hear that title right. I just got shit on by a bird. It was actually a few hours ago. Let's pan over there. See that beautiful fountain? All right, Pam, come on back. We're getting used to this whole videography stuff. In fact, I can't even say it right. So I was sitting over there, that nice, beautiful pond, a couple hours ago, and I started feeling something kind of like, itching my head, right? Like kind of drop on my head. I thought it was a leaf. There's a bunch of trees around. Not a big deal. Now, I don't speak a whole lot of Spanish, but when a couple of Guatemalans sitting next to you, on the bench next to you, are pointing to your back and trying to say something, okay, you start to wonder what's going on. Then I realized I had green shit on my pants. Then I realized as I wiped my pants, I had it on my hand. And then I realized I had shit all over my head. This is no joke. Like, it's a legitimate story. My wife, who's recording this, is laughing right now.
He's not lying.
Yeah, I'm not lying. Okay, so it's kind of funny, and surprisingly, it was a pretty good morning. Shitty afternoon, but good morning. So I was actually starting to laugh as opposed to like get all flustered and whatnot. So I walked all the way back home, which is like, 10 minutes or so, give or take a little bit. And then on my way back after I showered and started heading back to the office, it poured on me. It dumped on me. So technically I got dumped on twice. Two different meanings, two different connotations, but I got dumped on twice today. And yet I'm still in a pretty good mood. Here's the thing. I am one that has to find a lot of power each and every day. Finding a lot of power meaning I bear a lot of stress, I bear a lot of pressure across really all areas of my life, but especially business right now. You guys all know that I'm $100,000 in debt. In 30 days I will be out. I made that commitment, I believe it was yesterday. But that's a lot of pressure. So every morning I get myself in power. I'm all jacked up. I didn't start work till like 9:30 this morning because I spent 4 hours just getting my day set up and ready. I just did a Facebook Live earlier that you may want to check out that was all about getting your head on right before you actually try to go conquer the day. So I did all of that this morning, and then I get shit on. And it was really just one big ego check. So I'm not a very egotistical person. However, like every other male on the planet, I do have a little bit of an ego. So as I'm going through the day feeling like a badass, like, yeah, I have a team, we're doing a lot of cool shit. A lot of our clients are doing some really cool shit as well. And I got shit on. It was an ego check. It was a reminder that no matter how high up you feel you are, and don't get me wrong, I'm 100K in debt. I'm not full of myself. But the second that you start to think you are better than you are, the second that you start to let your ego get out of control, it's not your amigo anymore. Your ego can serve you. It can be your amigo, and yes, this is kind of cheesy, or it can destroy you. And it was just a little gut check, or a little shit check, I guess you could say. I'm still cracking up over it, as is my wife who's recording it. I got a little shit check today, and I'm laughing. Because I remember who I am. I remember where I came from. I was the pudgy little fat kid that got made fun of every single day. And now I feel like Mr. Hotshot Entrepreneur from time to time. Now, again, I'm not a very ego-driven person, but it happens to the best of us, and it can ultimately destroy us. And the ironic part of all of this was, I was actually sitting on a bench, writing in my journal a little bit, and trying to connect with God. And I think that was God's way of saying, dude, get your head back on straight. Here's a little dump for you. Go get cleaned up. Here's another dump for you. And now get on with your day. And the funny part is I feel more connected to God because he's talking to me. It's kind of funny. May seem a little odd, but guess what? That's how I'm going to take it. That's the story that I choose. So what I'll have you consider is your ego can be your amigo. It can serve you. It can help you in many ways, but it can also destroy you. So crossbody being balanced in business, where are you the most ego-driven? That's what I'll leave you with today for episode 121. A bird just took a shit on me. As always, I'll talk to you tomorrow for episode 122. In the meantime, if you find any value in this content, in the Rise or Die attitude, the Rise or Die, at this point, let's call it a movement, do me a huge solid, do the community a huge solid, and rate us on iTunes, as well as subscribe on YouTube, whichever platform you're on. As the more feedback and reviews and so forth that we get, the more people we're able to affect and reach. I'll talk to you tomorrow for episode 122.